Right, excuse me, right, good afternoon, Thunderbirds will go. I'm back with another video, and this time I've got a bit of a request from somebody commented to me, and I made one of my other videos which I mentioned that originally I came from the Calton. It was a long time ago, and I did mention in that video a bit tongue-in-cheek that I was a Calton legend, but subsequently somebody's got back and they've actually confirmed that your guy is a Calton legend. So I thought I'll do a little video. I'm going to keep this one brief today. I might do a few more to follow up, but I'll just fill you in on a few details of your boy, the Calton legend. Yeah, okay, yeah, early 70s, living in a Calton. Yeah, we all know that Glasgow's full of gangs, and the gang from the Calton, the main players was the Calton Tongs, yeah? And your boy, I was one of them, yeah? Hence the Calton legend. I didn't have to say it, somebody else said it. But who were we? Well, we were a gang of young guys all hanging about on the street corner. We got up to a bit of mischief here and there. I'll try and be a bit diplomatic about that. But basically in 1970s, yeah, two-tone suits, mohair, yeah, brogues, half a black shirt. I had button-down shirt, half a black, St Enoch Square, made to measure, spread collar. Yeah, Calton was our territory. That was our pitch. Nobody's coming into the Calton to mess about. We're the Calton Tongs. We rule the place. Actually, the truth being known, we actually did rule the whole of Glasgow. You know, there was gangs, various other gangs, like we had the Cumbie, you know, from the south side. The Cumbie, I think it was Cumberland Street they originated from. They used to come over to Glasgow Green on the fair fortnight, you know, the gravel pitches. They'd come across the bridge. We'd be right up there on the gravel pitches. But this was nearer to their territory. They'd come over the bridge and they'd start playing up, and well, bish bash wallop, they were sorted. Cumbie were nothing. Calton Tongs were ruling Glasgow. We ruled all these other people like Tollcross Weemen, the Govan team. There was a lot called the Toon Tongs. I don't know if we had some sort of affiliation to them. Like, I'm not quite sure about that. Somebody out there might want to add something in comments about that. And in the Calton, there was another little sort of, how can I put it? They were practically the Calton Tongs, but you had this little firm from the Gallagate called the Santoy. It was one and the same, but I think it was a bit like, there was a few of them, they wanted to have their own little group and their own little sort of leader, but they did come under the umbrella of the Calton Tongs. Yeah, I won't say the other word, but you know what it is. Yeah, so we that was our territory. The barras, the barlands, yeah, you know, the dancing. People would come to the dancing, yeah, from all different areas and that. But the Calton Tongs, we ruled it, and we sort of policed the area. You know, nobody took liberties with anybody. Anybody that wasn't involved in the gangs, they were left to their own devices. They'd come and meet girls and all that. But the Tongs would be all run about everywhere. Calton Tongs, yeah, rule Glasgow. I know there was a few other gangs and everything, but what can I say? They never had anything on the Tongs. And me, yeah, it's been verified. I'm a Calton legend. Right, you know my name is on YouTube, and that's my real name. But I'm not going to give you my handle because I'm too modest for that. I don't want to say what I was known by. But we were, before all this thing became popular, you know, like graffiti. You've got graffiti art everywhere and that now. We plastered our names all over the place. Hope the police don't come looking for me for that. You don't know what my name was. We called them nicknames. I think these days, round about, you would call it tags, don't they, in America, tags. We've done it. We've done all this before these people. The Calton Tongs, we are the people in Glasgow. I don't know if it's still what's happening up there at the moment, but we were smooth. As I say, the gear, before we had the two-tone suit, the old alpha black made-to-measure shirts, button down, spread collars, brogues, yeah, crombies. We had the crombies before all these gangsters had them. Calton Tongs had the crombies, yeah. Used to go walking about with the crombies on. Yeah, but before that, like, before you make your way up, don't you? Because you're at a lower level. You're not up there with the two-tone suit, the alpha black shirt from St Enoch Square, made to measure, button down or spread. Oh, if this guy's still kicking about with a firm, I'm giving him good publicity here. And the brogues, segs in the brogues, you know. So they can hear you coming. We're all walking down the street. The segs, the team, the Calton Tongs are coming. Tongs, yeah! Yeah, you know what I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it. And maybe walking down there. But before that, you work your way up the ranks, like you're a bit younger. So what you'd be doing, you'd be wearing we call them, I'll say it, like, we call them levies. Levi jeans, they call it everywhere else, but we're in Scotland, I think it's Scotland wide. Levies, I've got my levies, or Wranglers. Some used to go in, and I wasn't a Wrangler guy, I was more like a levy, you know. Used to get the proper ones, you have to put them on, jump in a bath, water, so they shrink. You had to get them 2 sizes bigger, not like these days when it's not the real McCoy. Proper levies, proper Wranglers, Calton Tongs, yeah. Yeah, so you did them, levies rolled up, and a pair of monkey boots they called them. We used to get this sort of ox blood colour, sort of deep reddy colour. They were good, the monkey boots, levies. The old days, they had the button down shirt and that, and used to wear like these, you know, the jumper without the sleeves. Used to have them on as well. Used to be like that. Calton Tongs, hanging about in the street corners. We had to get some money from somewhere. So, did we get up to any naughty things? Was there a lot of leaky roofs? Well, things went missing off the roof, stopped the rain coming in. I don't want to say too much about that. I think you know what we're talking about, going to the scrapyard with lead, copper. God, if it didn't move or whatever, it was gone. Calton Tongs, they need to get money to buy all this clopper. Back then, everybody was poor. There wasn't any jobs. It was absolute rubbish out there. So this is it, your legend, yeah? I'm the legend. I never said I'm the legend. Somebody else said I'm the legend. But you know my name. People out there probably know my handle. But I'm not going to declare it. I don't have to declare that. But great days up there. Great days. A bit of the younger days. I'll give you a little quick one in the younger days because I'll come back with some more of these if you like them. The sort of things we'd get up to entertain myself would be what they call hudgies. Translate that into English. Basically what a hudgie is jumping on the back of a lorry, you know. We'd jump in lorries. Sometimes we'd end up going right outside the Glasgow, going towards Edinburgh or other places where we didn't even know about because the traffic lights would change. If you didn't get off at a certain set of traffic lights to get back to where you come from in Glasgow, you'd end up miles outside the Glasgow. You'd have to try and jump on something coming back. And some of them you would jump on little vans like refrigerated vans. You might have a little step thing, you know, where the guy pulls the step from underneath to get into the refrigerator, open the door and go in. You'd jump in one of them, you'd be hanging onto a few, like a hinge or something, and the driver would know that you're hanging onto it. There'd be 2 or 3 years on the back of this van. So you run about Green Dyke Street at London Road, going all the way down this Green Dyke Street down to the Glasgow Green. It's a road that goes down there till you got the bridge going south side. Yeah, so we jump on the back of that hudgie. The driver knows we're on it, didn't he? He just puts his foot down. Yeah, you've got all potholes. I thought I was going to die. Seriously, I'm not joking about that. I mean, I can laugh now, like, but when you were holding on to that, he was going for the potholes. He was going about 50 miles an hour, maybe 60, hoping that you fall off, crashing about. You could end up dead. But that's the sort of things we used to do up there, like, to keep us amused. Other quick things. What else did we do up there? Yeah, well, I'll just make a quick mention about the lassies up there. Like, you know the lassies? You know the guys, Calton Tongs, we rule the place. But the females, Calton Tongs or whatever, they were worse than the guys. God and Bennett. Have you ever seen two of the women fighting in Glasgow back in the 80s? I tell you what, you look at that and you think, what's going on here? High heels off, clomp, clomp. I don't want to, and I'm not trying to glamorise violence or anything, because no, gangs and that. I mean, how can I put it? Yeah, we ruled Glasgow and everything, but we weren't. I can't really say that I remember anything really bad, violent happening. Come back to me if you don't believe me on that. So I'm going to sign off on that at the minute. It's your legend from the Calton Tongs from Calton. And if you want any more little stories or videos about that, I can come back to some more things. But you don't need to know my handle. You probably do know it, so I'm not going to tell you. The legend. Here's your legend signing off. Have a good days. In Calton Tongs, yeah. Yeah, you know what I was going to say. Alright folks, have a great day, and I'll be back with another video soon, and be happy, yeah?